Wow, look at that. That's got a blob top and it's got embossing. I'm just getting started for the day, and I wanted to show you this one right here. It would have been a Lexington Brewing Company, and I found those in the past when I was in Knoxville. But it's got a really pretty embossing on the bottom, LBC. There's some up here too. So you can kind of just see the ON and then KY for Lexington, Kentucky. These are really high embossed bottles. And then this right here, you'll have a chance to see the full one in one of my videos. But this right here was the base to a hutch. And it would have had NCW on the bottom. When I say full, the top of the one that I found is broken, so you'll see that. But yeah, that's a good sign. I've already found a couple of almost completely intact ones in here, and this is another third piece, so maybe that'll be a good sign for the rest of the day to find a whole one in here again. I'm hoping the sun comes out a little bit more too, but it's still a pretty day. So I've stirred it up a bit, but I do have a large jar in here somewhere. That's not it. There it is. So that one was an Atlas Mason. I think it's clear. It's got so much creek grime on it. It's got a broken lip there, sadly. But you could probably still put a screw top on there. You'd never know that it's broken. It'd display nice. That's the first Atlas I think I found in here. And it looks like I got either a small bottle or a broken off bottle right here too. Okay. Junior. Welch's Junior. I found one of these in here before. I don't think they're particularly rare or anything, but it's a nice little bottle. Put that one right there and get them on the way out. The creek still ain't clearing up for me too well. And the hurricane coming isn't helping too much. But I'm still trying to get out here and hunt as much as I can. That looks like an older medicine potentially. But these, so I'm gonna throw this out there just to kind of show you, but it's pretty deep out there, but there's no telling what's hiding right there. So I'm gonna have to wait maybe till next year, depending on how the weather goes. If it keeps raining, I won't be able to get in there. But anyway, I'm gonna keep looking here, and if I find something else, I'll bring you on with me. Well, before I get off, and I may have shown this one before because I've been in this creek a lot lately. But there's a broken shoe polish. But anyway, let me lay that one there, and I'm going to look over here, and if I find something, as I said, I'll get back on with you. I've got something very large down here, and I know you can see it because I can see it through the screen. It's got a nice aqua color to it, but I don't know what it is yet. So let's take a look at it. The sun helped me find this one. It's finally, ooh, oh wow. Look at that, that's got a blob top. And it's got embossing. What's it say? Lewis, Weber's & Co., Louisville, Kentucky. I'm betting that was a beer bottle, or maybe even a whiskey, the size of this. I don't know, this is big. But this is awesome. God, that probably puts this in what, the 1880s, 1890s with that blob top. And see, that looks like a flash crack right there, but that's where the glass melted when they placed it on top of this. And look at that beautiful air bubble. This is probably one of my favorite finds ever. I don't find blob tops. This is only the second one I've ever. So I just pulled this piece up. It does have some minimal embossing on the bottom, but I can tell it's old because of how thick it was. So maybe a beer or a soda. This, okay, I was going to say it looks like a salt or pepper shaker. And it still might be with the top rusted over. I found one in here already, different style. And then right here it's broken. But that little cork is still in there after who knows how long it's been in the creek. just barely hanging on. That would have been a fun little find, little extract bottle. But yeah, we'll set this guy up at least and take him out with us, because it looks like it should clean up pretty nice. Probably, you know, 30s or 40s if I had to guess. The base to an old Clorox. Yeah, I try to take my time on these sandbars because the little stuff is able to survive and you can find it up in there pretty often. But the bottles, for the most part, they're out in here on the edge. But you see, I don't know if you can hear the bugs, but it's nice and serene out here right now. A pretty creek. I'm thinking it's just a jar, but I got something down here next to this wood. I figured we could pull it together. Nope. I would definitely have taken a jar over that, but that's a more modern, probably a Pepsi or a Mountain Dew. I can't read the label. Yep, Mountain Dew. It's crazy how these little things survive in here. I'm gonna lay that up here, but I think I have something else. Where'd I see it? Right here. I don't know what that was. That's heavy. Maybe that might be lead. I don't know. That's a cool little artifact though. And this up here, it looks like it could be copper. But this is really, really heavy for what it is. So, pewter or lead, I don't know. I'll take that with me though, because it's an odd find. And we'll see, I'm sure there's a way I can test to see if it's lead or not, you know, besides trying to eat it. But, alright. And I haven't shown you this yet, but that piece right there, and up there was a bridge right here at one time. And you can see it's long gone, and I don't know what it would have went to, because this over here to my right is just a country field, so that seems like a very large bridge for just like a single home or something. So I don't know. But yeah, it's cool, some of the stuff to walk up on, the history. And it looks like it's concrete and it had some metal, so I mean, judging by it, I'm gonna say at least 20s or 30s by the style. I don't know though, for certain, but it looks old. But anyway, let me get back to hunting with you here. I'm not seeing anything right off. Actually, I do. There's a little bottle right there. I don't know if you can see it too well. It might be just be a shoe polish, but let's lay that metal piece down. Oh, it's embossed. It's a Bromo-Seltzer. This is my first cork top Bromo-Seltzer. And it should be blue, you know, once we get all this creek grime off of it, but that's nice. I know these are pretty common, but I know they're usually a really nice blue color. And let's see. It looks like it was machine made, or maybe with an applied top to it. But I'm glad we found that live. And I can't quite tell. It almost looks like it's kind of sunk in on this side, so maybe it melted just a slight bit, or maybe it was made that way. But yeah, nice. Well, let's keep on looking. I got something right here that's an interesting shape. I can see it's a screw top, so it ain't gonna be the oldest. Hey, genuine Phillips milk of magnesia tablets. That's gonna be another aqua bottle. And I've got I think mine's bigger than this one, and I don't believe it has tablets on it, so this one's new for me. And where we found that Bromo-Seltzer was just right over there, so I haven't even made it, you know, 15 feet over. And we got something right here with a broken top. Let me lay this down. This may not be very old right here, but we'll take a look at it anyway. No, I think that was an old no deposit. Okay, we'll set it aside. It'll make us a pile of things to get. I'll probably keep the filled with some milk and magnesia with me. But the other ones we'll probably have to get on the way back out. There's a little jar. Well, I'll still have you on here. I don't know if it's going to be... It looks to be more modern. So we'll lay it up here. But alright. We're having a good day so far. Got a little bottle right here, and judging by the shape, it's probably a little bit more modern. I figure we pull together. Yeah. I think that's maybe an old vanilla bottle with the brown in the shape. So, not quite the age we're looking for, but you just never know. That's why I like to try to bend down and grab them all, even the broken pieces like this. It says Duraglass, so not as old as one either, but it's pretty thick. But I like finding the broken pieces. You never know if they're going to be embossed, but they might have some piece of information to identify what they were. And it may be a piece of a one-of-a-kind bottle that no one's known of yet. So even that little piece might be worth having, you know. So it's always good to kind of pick them up and just be careful, don't cut yourself. I don't know if this is a bottle right here. No, but it's obviously not natural. Something we've made. It's got like a screw top. I'll hit that with those. I see a couple of other broken pieces right here. Hard to really tell what that would have been too, and that's a screw top jug, broken top. But alright, I'm gonna hop off here again, and maybe the next one we jump on will be something whole. So it is whole, and I don't know how old it is. I don't see any embossing. It would have been an ACL, and judging by the pattern on it, probably 40s. Let's see. Any town name? No town name, so this is just a generic bottle that we can't identify. But it's still nice. I'll bring it out with me if I'm able to. I'll put it on the bank, because I've been coming in here pretty often. Whatever this is embossed. Let's see if it's whole. Ah, the top is broken, but it looks like some type of really cool deco soda bottle. Oh, it's got peanuts all over it. Sunny Brook. Oh, sorry. Let's see. How many? 6.5 fluid ounces. And it just says Sunny Brook on top. And let's see if we can make out anything on the bottom. It's got a patent number, the best I can tell. And it looks like it says Suffolk, Virginia. So that's made it a long way. I'll keep that one. I'll cut that one off and make me a little drinking glass out of that one. Pretty little find. I hope y'all can see the peanuts on it. That's cool. And I've been on this sandbar at least 3 or 4 times before, so it just shows that you'll never truly have it all hunted out, and when the next flood or big rain comes, I'm sure more will wash out as well. Well, I just turned you off, and then literally right back on, but we got an old rusty spoon, so we know that one ain't silver. But the reason I'm bringing you on is there was a little bottle here. Oh, that's broken up. Darn. Probably would have been a little extract bottle. This town had a manufacturer back in the 20s and even earlier that made this sort of thing. But I do have another bottle up here, and it looks like it might have a good shape to it. So let me lay this and the spoon over there, and let's pull this one together. Don't feel any embossing, but it's from 1946. These get me a few times just by the shape. They kind of have that good shape of the older bottles. I lay that with those. And I see another bottle right here. It looks like a screw top whiskey. So not the age group we want either. Yeah. I still pull those up, but you just never know. Some of them have some really interesting embossing. And I find those worth keeping too, even if they're not as old as what I want. Alright. Well, let's keep looking here. And if I find something else worthwhile, we'll jump back on. We got something right here, and it's a screw top, but I figure we can pull it. No embossing, but it's got this really interesting circular patterns on the side. That's pretty cool. I don't know if that would have been, I doubt it was a cologne or perfume, as the top looks like it's too big, so probably something food related or sauce related. And I'm just walking with you while I'm talking to see if I spot anything else, but I'd say that's definitely worth keeping, just because of the interesting pattern. I haven't seen it before. But let's look right here together for a moment. I see broken pieces all in here. Just trying to see if I can find something whole, something old. This has been a really good creek for hunting so far. Probably my best creek. That looks like an old salad dressing. It looks broken, so let's look at it. It's pretty though. Real decorative. Log cabin, so that's probably actually a syrup. Top's broken, but pretty cool looking bottle regardless. Let's see. I'm not seeing anything else just yet, so I'm gonna go on up the stream. There's some modern stuff right here like this in that jar. Here's a little square jar. Broken, but that had a nice little pattern. And what I was coming over here for is, you see this ooze coming out? In college, I learned that that's actually from an iron deposit causing that color. I still don't like being around it just because of the appearance. But, so you see that, for the most part, it's relatively harmless, but I still don't care for it. But alright, let's get back to hunting. So I'm bringing you back on because there's a jar down there. But I wanted to show you this insulator that I found. It's been damaged, but it's got 2 patent dates on it. One looks like it's December something 1871, and the other one was May 2nd 1893, and it would have been a nice like green aqua color. I may still bring that one out, like I could probably display it like that and not be damaged, but I've not found any of this shape before, and the patent dates tell me that it's pretty old. But let me see if I can find, okay, probably another little food jar or something. I don't know. We'll put that one aside though and keep going. But yeah, this creek just has a little bit of everything. That looks like another insulator, and I don't think it's the same type of snow. It's different than this one. That had some pretty color to it as well, but it's seen better days. I'd like to find a whole one of these in here, especially one with that type of color. But alright, let's lay that one down with our group, and let's look around right here really well. Well, there you go. This is embossed, and it's broken. That's sad. Okay, let's look at this one first. That is probably another 40s ACL soda bottle. Let's see what this little guy that was broken would have been. Cumberland Manufacturing Company, Nashville, Tennessee. It's got, I don't know if that's part of it or another one in there. That's a shame. Majority of these extract bottles I find aren't embossed, so that's a nice little find for me. We were just here a little bit too late to save that one. Let's put these right here. That'll be another pile. That'll be easier to remember. And I'm going to keep looking right here real hard, because If there's that much in that little tire, I'm sure there's some more caught in these ripples over here somewhere. I'm hoping y'all can see it well right here. But I've got some type of bottle flask, okay. Shame that it's got such thin walls that it broke out like that. Looks to be a pretty old one though. And it's strap sided. I forget the distinction right off the top of my head, but there's a certain, you can either have medical or flask in the strap sided, and there was something distinct about it. I'll try to put it in there if I can remember it, that, you know, distinguishes them apart from each other. I'll probably still bring that one home with me as long as I can carry it out. If not, I'm going to put it aside and come back for it. I'm rounding the bend up here, and I may have to turn back here shortly, but I usually find some good stuff right here. I got something large right here in glass. Oh, no I don't. Never mind. That was a rock. It happens occasionally. I can see some type of little jar right here in this log jam, and it looks like it's not a screw top, so that's good. It's embossed, and it says Pompon, cream made by Pompon Manufacturing Company, Cleveland, Ohio. That's different. I think, yeah, it's clear. As you see, it would have had like a glass top probably on top of it. And got a little flash crack right there, but I think it'll still display pretty nice. I've never found one of these before. Yeah, nice little find right there. Keep you on for just a second. I don't have much battery left, so I'm gonna probably keep it sparse how often I jump on, but I just want to look right here together real quick to see if we can spot anything, because it's pretty clear. I wish the sun would come out of the clouds. I'd definitely be able to see in here if it was out, but it's been overcast all day. Well, I'm not seeing anything right off, so I'll hop back off here to save battery, and I'm hoping to jump back on with you with another find soon. Nope. It looks like I have 2 or 3 things butted up in this tire right here. It looks just 2. Okay. That looks more modern and broken. And no embossing on that one, so I imagine that one is also more modern. But alright. Let's get back off here. I'm at 9% battery now. So, it looks like I have a hobble skirt here. And it's a Pat D. The hill's busted up pretty bad, but it's from Jellico. We might bring it back with us, but when the hill's busted up, it's kind of hard to do anything with it. More modern screw top whiskey, likely. There's a little bottle right here. I don't know if it's very old or not. It's green. That's a nice little one. I'll try to bring that one out with me. I like anything with a little bit of color, something a little bit different. I really wish I could see down in here, because I know there's got to be some whole bottles just lurking underneath the water right here that I just can't see. Another view of the creek. I've been trying to conserve my battery for a bit, but I wanted to show you this one since it's aqua. Ended up being a Fletcher's Castoria bottle. And judging by the color, it probably would have been a cork top, but these are pretty common. I've went up the creek a bit, and now I'm starting to head back out and trying to do, you know, a backward search, and hoping the sun comes back out a little bit more before I get out of here so I have a little bit better view. But these rock bars, they hold a little bit of everything. I don't know how well you can see this, but we have another Nelson Carbonating Works, Jellico, Tennessee, registered. Sadly, it's broken though. That means we're still in a good age bracket. I always like to find these circled slugs Art Decos are my favorite though, but Soaker Slugs, you know, they're older and they're just nice to find. You know, they're usually very local to the towns that they were manufactured, so kind of unique to the area that you find them in most of the time. I'll lay it down though for now and show you a cream jar while we're on this rock bar. Something trademarked. I'll have to rinse it off in a minute, but it's in good shape. So we'll try to bring it back with us too. I'm gonna try to hunt this little area pretty well since there's so much glass and no telling what could be, you know, up in this log jam of roots and stuff. So let's keep looking and we'll jump back on if we find something. You can see my trail of mud coming down to where I'm at now, but I saw a couple bottles right here, a larger one. Let's see, it looks like some type of cleaner. Undertaker's Supply Co., Chicago, Illinois. That might be, with that being Undertaker Supply Co., maybe some type of embalming fluid bottle. I don't know. It's got measurements on the side and a cool pattern. Nice. We'll try to take that one out with us just because, you know, it might be something that embalmed bodies here in the past. Let's lay it up here where I can see it. Hopefully don't float away. And then there's a tire and there it is. So this little cream jar up here in my hand, it looks like it's got embossing around the top, which is kind of unique for the bottle, little white cream bottles that I find. What's it say? Ingram's Milk Weed Cream. That's a new one. It's got a patent number on it, so we can, you know, get us a good idea of the age range of that one. I'm thinking it's older than this one down here. But anyway, let's keep looking. Some interesting finds in this spot. You see that down there? It looks like it's going to be a soda bottle. And it looks like the right shape that we're looking for, so let's bring it out. Okay, yep. Nelson Carbonating Works, Jellico, Tennessee. So, I believe the other piece that I just found, you know, a little bit ago, it had registered up here, so I'm thinking that was the broken hutch. And this right here is the crown top. And what I say by size is these, the really old ones, they were usually 6 to 6.5 ounce bottles, and they got a particular kind of squatty shape with a smaller top. If you get into larger sizes, more often they're going to be, you know, a little bit newer. There's some definitely different situations where that's not the case, but most of the really old ones I find have this 6.5 ounce bottle shape. I'm hoping this one's in good shape, because I found another one like this on the channel and it just has the slightest flash crack right here, so I'm hoping this one will be whole and won't have that. It's got nice embossing though. Got my staging point over there, so I'm gonna head back over there with this bottle and we're gonna keep looking.